Are you ready to get your free?
Earn free crypto just by learning about it. Coinbase Earn is the fast, easy, and rewarding way to learn.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my video all about the new version of Thor's hammer during Thor 4 Love and Thunder. We finally have some new scenes that actually explain how the new hammer exists within the movie, because I know there's a big question about where the alternate versions of the hammer are going to come from. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. I'll be doing Marvel The new hammer exists within the movie, because I know there's a big question about where the alternate versions of the hammer are going to come from. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. I'll be doing Marvel movie videos all year for all the new movies that are coming up in Marvel. Phase 4 in all the Marvel Phase 4 Disney Plus series episodes. And speaking of Thor related stuff, the next big Marvel Disney Plus series is Loki. We're going to get episodes of that in a couple weeks. But currently, Thor Love and Thunder is still filming, so you've all probably seen the videos and the pictures from the set in your feeds. Even director Taika Waititi has been posting pictures from behind the scenes of the set. This is him letting his kids just check everything out. I will explain what they're actually filming in these scenes that he was posting later in the video, because they are directly related to the new version of Thor's hammer, the new version of Mjolnir that they have in the movie. Technically, it's actually the new old hammer, because Jane Foster Thor, female Thor, whatever you want to call her during the film, will wield a version of the hammer. So when they announced it at Comic-Con and Taika handed her the prop replica of Mjolnir and said they were doing a story based on the Mighty Thor from the comics and for the God Butcher storylines, everyone was just wondering how they would explain the other hammer, because the last we saw, Hela smashed Mjolnir during Thor Ragnarok, and the second version of Mjolnir that Thor wielded during Avengers Endgame, he actually stole that from the events of Thor the Dark World. It was a great scene, it was a funny moment, but after the battle was over, Captain America took that hammer back to Asgard during the events of Dark World when he took all the Infinity Stones back. So after Avengers Endgame, they don't have that second hammer anymore. I get so many questions about that when I talk about Thor Love and Thunder and the alternate version of the hammer. Like, don't they have a second hammer already? Didn't Thor have one? No, they took that one back. I guarantee you people are still going to be confused about that when the movie picks up. I think people just forgot about this Captain America scene with him taking the hammer back, because by this point in the film, even when they're rewatching it, they kind of checked out, because you're still kind of thinking about Iron Man dying and all the other stuff that was going on, because there was so much stuff going on in that film. I've already done videos for the other first looks that we got at Thor, the Guardians of the Galaxy during the movie, and the new version of that fake play that they're doing with Matt Damon's character, the fake version of Loki. Luke Hemsworth, Chris Hemsworth's real-life brother, playing the fake version of Thor. Sam Neill came back as Odin. And now they have Melissa McCarthy playing fake Hela, and they're parodying the events of Thor Ragnarok with her breaking the hammer. And of all the moments in the film, there's an important reason why they're parodying this particular scene that relates to the new version of Mjolnir that Jane Foster wields during the movie. I'll explain in a second, but I'll post links to those other videos for the other footage down in the description below. Recently, though, there were other scenes they were filming near this area of New Asgard where this big stage is outside that explain where that new version of Thor's hammer comes from and clarifies how it's going to work during the movie. Because in the Mighty Thor comic book that they're partly using as inspiration for the story of the film, the whole reason why Jane Foster became Thor in the first place is because Thor Odin's son, this version of Thor, became unworthy and couldn't lift the hammer anymore. And the whole idea was there must be a Thor to protect Asgard. But after Avengers Endgame and at the beginning of Thor Love and Thunder, so it seems, main Thor is still worthy, so we can tell he still has Stormbreaker, which is supposed to be even more powerful than Mjolnir. So they have to have some other way of explaining how Jane Foster gets that hammer. And it turns out the way that they...
That's sexy. Okay. You put it right back on my ear then? Babe, I'm hearing you right now. It's not on my ear. Yeah. Yeah, but you could text me.
How when I'm hurt?
Oh my gosh. Okay, babe.
Everything but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm just saying. You would say everything but I'm sorry. Everything is like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Like, why you ain't take your fucking headphones off and hear your girlfriend call me a name?
Alright. You just came in here to think about that.
I actually came here because I was like, I missed you.
I missed you too, baby.
I'm sorry I'm being such a bitch to you tonight.
It's alright, baby. I'm used to it. What? Where you going?
I'm getting up.
Why?
Because clearly I treat you like a bitch all the time. Like, how
Babe, I just said, you said you're sorry for acting like one, right?
It's okay, babe. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Right.